Listen, I got a couple of questions. Um, but the main one, Toya. Toya, do you even like this group of ladies at this point? And I mean, it's been this way for a while. I've been kind of like rolling with this question. Do you even like these ladies? And I mean, not just one, like the whole group. Do you actually have a liking for any of these ladies in this group? Or has this literally become a job and really is just about a check? I would love to know. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 4. And I've literally, guys, I've been kind of sitting with that for quite a while. You know, we really don't see so much interaction with Toya. We'll see some stuff with her and Eugene here and there. And, you know, I poke a little fun at them and things like that. But when you really look at it, look at your confessionals, look at your little sidebar conversations. You know, Toya went through some stuff. She went through some stuff, some medical stuff. So we really laid off of Toya for the most part for the last 2 years or so. And, you know, she has some weight stuff that happened after that. She brought the weight down. She looks great. She really does look great. But here's the thing, Toya. As much as I pick and as much as I with you, even when you had gained the weight and things, I knew, you know, I had a good idea where the weight came from and stuff like that, but you didn't look bad at all. Sister, you carried it. You listen, you've always been able to turn a look. It don't matter what size you've been in. And that's truth. That's real talk. You always look good. It just, you know, you will pull together. Now, do you have misses? You do have misses. So when you be, I mean, like the worst dress, we all know is Simone. Simone is the Giselle of this show, but she be missing the mark. My poor Simone, she be missing the mark. She's definitely the Giselle of this group, but you be having misses too. You not the complete fashion plate. You be missing stuff, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But my question, do you even like them? Do you even like being around them? Because that's how it comes across. It seems like such a labor to even be around them. And it's like for the last 2 seasons, every time you talk, it's like you talk about it like you talk about going to McDonald's to work and do fries. Like, oh, here with these fries. Oh, here I go. You call the ladies hoes and just different things that I've been picking up. And I don't know if you all were picking it up, but I've been picking that up for like the last 2 years. It seems like she don't even like these ladies. She don't even like her. Is this really just about a check? I mean, if it is, that's okay. Just say it. Just say, how many of us really like our jobs? You know, if they wasn't paying you or it wasn't about the benefits, you can just go on in there just to sit up in there. Okay, so that was one of my burning questions. So I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. Just wanted to see if anybody else knows other than me. Here's the other thing. Contessa, come here, my love. Come here. Now, you know, I'd be crazy about Contessa. I don't know about that. You done had a change. And it's not just your visual, you know, it's not just your aesthetic, baby. There's been a change in you. When we talk about fashions, your fashion sense is a little different, you know. Cause that's why I'm not gonna give you the Giselle. The Giselle is definitely Simone. you're over the top. Like you're really, really over the top in a different type of way because Quad is, baby, listen, Quad's the share, you know. Quad is the share. Quad is going to do too much. She's too much. Um, yeah, she gonna go there. She is the real life. She's the drag queen of the group, baby. She gonna do drag. She gonna drag, baby. It's gonna be on a level 10, baby. It's gonna be bees, baubles, feathers. Let's go. That's Quad. That's her space in the race. Um, you got a costume thing going on though here lately. Like I've always like that. Even your last when you were here before you left and had your little hiatus, your last reunion look was like so extra. It was so Star Wars or something. All this going on, and it was a lot. It was really a lot. It was more like fashion art than it was crazy. You sitting there on that couch like that. Because some fashions are good for standing, some fashions are good for runway, and then some things are just always like a theme party thing. And theme parties with this type of group of ladies, it's on a different level. See, there's levels to this shit. A theme party with a group of ladies of this caliber, the Party City thing don't work. It's like, really like a trip to the theater department over at Paramount. That's what a theme party is with this group of ladies. But I feel like, are you battling with Lil Nas X to become the troll that we all love to hate? Because this right here, can't nobody tell me, Contessa, baby, that you ain't trolling us with this. I think maybe you got a weak storyline this season rolling back in, and you pulled a Nene. See, Nene used to do stuff like this. Nene used to pull troll moves with hairstyles when she really ain't have nothing going on in the show. She thought we weren't clocking it, but we were clocking it. See, because I'm an old nasty piece of seasoned reviewer. So I knew Nene ain't had no storyline. Her storyline was in the garbage. So Nene would troll us with hairdos, and she come in with oodles and noodles on her head, and sometimes she come in and shit, the wig line be crazy. And, she just would do that. Is this what you're doing? Are you following your Bravo sister, Nene, your big sister Nene, and trolling? Now, them pants should have never made it out of a store. You built like a brick shit house, Contessa. Those pants shouldn't even belong to you. Them pants look like they belong to your daughter. That's the type of little thing that you put on your little daughter to go outside and play kickball. The fabric of those pants would say that you didn't put it on with that. Then the wig. Now okay. I mean, I know you said you was trying to have this new Beyonce Cowboy Carter look, and that's what you went with. But again, that's not on the level of where you hanging. That's not on the level. But it's all very, because I like Contessa, but I have to, baby, it's all very clownish. It's all very clownish, and you're totally naked. That's like your thing. We know you worked on yourself. You're proud of your body, and you're totally naked all the time now, and that's fine. I can deal with that. But just the of it all is just a mess. I just think I feel like you trolling us. I feel like you trolling us. Just work on the storyline and stop trolling us because we're getting real tired now already of the You and Heavenly. Now you back. Either you and Heavenly going to do what y'all going to do, or y'all going to shut up and move on to something else. And I think the Heavenly that moved on, Heavenly got multiple damn storylines. She a damn mess, and everybody stay mad at Heavenly. You got to get something to wrap yourself around, and these outfits ain't it. Okay, so that's it. That's my housekeeping for today. Me and my messy mess, I had to just throw out there. Let's talk now. Sweet tea. She get to telling us about her first time having sex. Who told you somebody cared? Who? See, it's the overshare for me. It's the overshare. And a lot of times, I don't know. Man, I just don't know. She did the whole thing about her have like what her first time was like and how she and it was just it's not. I mean, the whole my daddy thought that I was pregnant and then and you wonder why they sit in a constant side eye of you. Like, girl, you say the stupidest stuff. Some things you don't need to share with these group of ladies that you don't really know. You don't really know them. You know they sit in judgment of you. We sitting at home in judgment of you. You're always crying over on the internet about what somebody's saying. And then you come and you say, hey, here's another bag. Here's another bag of things to drag me with. Girl, sit out and shut up. Just learn to read the room a little bit. Sometimes it's okay to sit back and read the room. I think somebody told you, go ahead and yeah, girl, you got to jump in and you got to make a scene for yourself, to make a name for yourself. You got to jump in, sis, and capture a scene so you can make a name for yourself. You being there is enough of a jump in. You ain't got to continue on and try to capture a scene. You being there is enough of a capture, because most of the time you be looking a fool. So you ain't got to do all that extra. I didn't need to hear that at all. Dr. Heavenly, you on this one, you should just shut on that. Just shut on that. Because you knew they was going to get you sitting up there talking about my first time with my husband was with my husband. Now you pretending to be the smartest one in the room. You thought ain't nobody caught what you said, Heifer. I caught what you said. My first time with my husband was with my husband. It ain't wasn't your first time. And you just wasn't even gonna commit to that lie. I fell out laughing and they caught it. I said, no, she ain't pulled that. Shut on up, dog. Heavenly. That was a hot mess. That was a hot mess. And then Jackie said her first time was with Curtis. And that she didn't enjoy it at all. She didn't enjoy it. Dr. Jackie, you could have sat this one out too. You really could have. You could have sat this one out, because as soon as you said Curtis, honey, everybody was giving. That's one of those things where if you could take it back, that whole season of the infidelity and stuff like that with Curtis is a prime example of, in life, if you're not done with a situation, don't share it. If you are not finished completely with a situation, don't bring it to your family. Don't bring it to your family, because then you be back in the situation and your family still be mad as a. And this is what the Curtis thing is. It's always an angst when Curtis's name comes up, when Curtis shows up to something. There's always sideways jokes thrown. The infidelity thing, it's like it lives in the show. And the thing is, I don't think anybody would even bring it up if y'all wasn't still together. I still think that people feel a certain way about Curtis. And, you know, when you go to try to share something that's like a quirky or a cute moment of y'all love story, child, they be giving you. So you could have just sat that one out too. Toya, child, we knew that you was going to be inappropriate. We knew. You just further let us know that you are like a sexual, yes, honey, and you always been that. So you had your first time, you was already equipped with all the equipment. Like, girl, what is going on, honey? Girl, you just like, she like sex, baby. Run me that, honey. Run me some of that, honey. And at the young age, got a whole bag of stuff. I said, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Toya can have a conversation. Simone, Simone's simple. You let her have a conversation. But yeah, Jackie, it was a side eye. Dr. Heavily, it was like, girl, stop it. Stop it. That was pretty funny, but girl, stop it. Sweet Tea, it was a cringe. I was like, Lord have mercy. Moving right along. I'm glad Phaedra ain't really say much because we know she be lying her ass off, so nobody would have believed her anyway. It wouldn't have mattered what Phaedra shared, nobody would have believed it. Listen, and that starts back with her. You don't know how many months you stayed pregnant with Aiden, so we maybe not. Anyway, moving on. Toya and Phaedra. Okay, so here's the thing. So Toya hasn't really had a storyline too much of doing anything. So Toya, I think, is stepping up her game with bringing the mess. She's pulling her Sheree. She's on her Sheree Whitfield, okay? Is it Whitfield? What is Sheree's last name? Sheree Whitfield? Sheree, y'all know, never wearing Sheree. I don't know why Sheree's last name ain't coming. Anyway, Sheree, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree is the bone carrier. She's the original bone carrier. She's going to bring some garbage because most of the time Sheree ain't got no storyline. So she is the pot stirrer. Toya is flat out coming for Phaedra. Flat out. And she is blatant with it. She said, so when you going to open up? So this is the thing. When ladies come into this group and they don't share any of their business, we kind of find it a little frustrating. It kind of pisses you off when you do that. Now, here in this space, me and the Fry guy don't be seeing eye to eye. But I think she's the one who's actually pushing this here narrative. Okay, and she's just so, that's Toya. She's so blunt with it. And Toya don't like when you're blunt with her like that. Remember the basket with the oodles and stuff when their finances were screwed up and Quad was the one bearing the gifts and pushing. She ain't like that shit. But this is what you're doing now with Phaedra. But I think the ladies actually agree. And I get it. This is somebody to watch out for. This is a personality to watch out for in your real life. Any heifer that you run into and they are always collecting info. They're always questioning folks. They're always nosy. They're always in the business. But you notice that they never share anything. That's a whore not to talk to. That is very frustrating to me. When I see them working and in play, I be just looking at them. So you just collecting everybody's shit and waiting for whatever day you want to, I guess, if something pop off, and then don't nobody know nothing about you. That's a person not to trust. I'm just saying that comes along with age. Comes along with age when you learn to start reading a room. You learn to start reading a room, and there's always one of those in there. They pop over and they, oh girl, what happened to so-and-so? Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, always bold enough to ask some. They'll go up and ask some of the hard questions, and then you look around. Don't nobody know nothing about them. That's a whore not to talk to. Okay, and that's Phaedra. Phaedra ain't sharing nothing with you all. Phaedra ain't showing y'all nothing, and that's really as a full-on production. She ain't really showing y'all nothing. Little tidbits here and there. She here for a check, and then had a nerve to sit her behind up on social media and say, I saved the show. Saved the show from what, Phaedra? Because you ain't shared nothing. We didn't need nobody to collect the bones. We already got somebody to collect the bones. We don't need nobody to drive a narrative. We already got somebody to drive a narrative. Nobody cared about what you had going on as far as reality TV till your behind came up on here. Married to Medicine opened up doors for you to do some other stuff because we hadn't seen you on reality TV all like that. And I wasn't missing you. I wasn't missing you. I don't mind you, but I wasn't looking for you. Trust and believe that. I don't mind, but I wasn't looking for you. Anyway, but a collector of info, definitely. I have to agree with the Fry Guy for a change. I can't believe I'm doing that, but I agree with Toya. But Toya, you are really pushing that one. Okay. Happy holidays, all. Listen, I got something for y'all. This is SpillitBoyTV, and I'm inviting you over to my YouTube channel at SpillitBoyTV, December 18th at 6 p.m. when I sit down with the one and only Married to Medicine's Dr. Heavenly Kimes. Yes, you heard what I said. Bravo's own favorite dentist. She's that dentist on Bravo TV that can give you a beautiful smile, but if you rub her wrong, she can wipe the smile right off your face. So do not miss out. Get yourself a cocktail and come on down and bring your funny bone, because I'm sitting down with the one and only Dr. Heavenly Kimes at my channel at SpillitBoyTV at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, December the 18th. They go to this dude ranch, and they're at the dude ranch, and this is what they're going to do. Now, I've already thought about it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to go to the dude ranch. That ain't me. You know, I'm not. But as soon as they start saying some of the stuff, I'm like, child, I've been sick. Where's the quarters that I'm saying? They had these wagon. They were literally wagons. The apartments were like wagons. They were designed after wagons. They was basically like trailers that were extended, and they were designed like a wagon, like the back of a wagon, fancy little wagon. It was very cute. There were no TVs in there. And the space, it looked like a trailer park. It looked like, you know, I'm going to give it a name, but I don't. Here I go. This is going to be very politically incorrect. And some people probably going to be mad at me. And you mad because whatever, that's your business. But they are, the way everything is situated, there's like a little court, you know, in between where they could come out and they could actually convene, and there were like benches and stuff set up, but they were like separate wagons. So that's the one good thing, that everybody had their own separate space. Everybody had to share space, but they were wagons. And I have to say, what it actually reminded me of is the projects. Now I know that probably gonna rub some people wrong, but here's where you meet the real SpillitBoyTV. I said it. I stand 10 toes down in it. It is what it is. That whole setup, to me, reminded me of the projects. There's a court, and all the houses is lined up, and the people be running back and forth to each other's little space, and they could beat up out in the thing. That's how I said, all I needed was somebody to get mad as hell and bring their man's clothes out and throw it in the middle of the grounds, and there you go, the projects. It's something heights. You know, anytime you hear the word at the end, so-and-so heights, so-and-so village, so-and-so gate, that's the projects, child. That's the projects. That's all I needed. Somebody to come out there and be cussing somebody out and throwing their man's clothes out in the middle. Get out! Get out! The projects. That's what it reminded me of, the projects. Go on and get mad. I don't care. Write it on down there in them comments. Have at it. Moving on. So the first night they go to the saloon. They go on to the saloon. First thing I look around, I said, where's Quad? Where's Quad? Where is Quad? What to tell you about time management? You just can't help yourself. And then Phaedra too. Phaedra, where's the two of y'all? Last ones to show up. Toya's in there. This is another where Toya and that little thing showed up. Toya is calling the people, calling them fake. Like and this is the thing, she just blurts out stuff that says, I don't really like y'all. And that's my thing. Anybody you don't like, it must be for just a check. Because for you to have those feelings about these ladies, why do you even want to be bothered? And then she just decided she was just going to, you know, she was picking. She started with Jackie. who wears white shoes into a saloon or at a dude ranch? And Jackie's like, me. So you slickly call her Jackie Bougie. That was the first thing. And listen, when I tell you Jackie was wearing them out fashion-wise so far on this little trip at this dude ranch. Jackie had these white pants with the fringes on them, and she had this old nasty pair of white slides. The shit was sharp. With black and white top, the shit was sharp. It was Jackie's version of the dude ranch, Jackie's version of the saloon. She was that girl. She was that girl, and I was here for it. It was very chic. It was very today. It was sharp to me. I thought she looked sharp, but I'm looking at Toya. I said, "What in the sheen?" A strap. It was the halter with a damn belt pulled up here. So it's like a pair of jeans that you cut the middle out of and just pulled it on up over your titties. And you reading. But she started with Jackie. Then she stood over there and was saying, that everybody was fake. And that's, that was the old damn, that doggone Simone. She said, yeah, well, I mean, I would call Heavenly fake. She's going to go around the room. I would call Heavenly fake. I would call Jackie boring. And honey, Jackie was like, listen. Because that's what Simone was like, girl, you could call them as fake. And so she's like, no, I wouldn't call you fake. And that's what she went. She pointed, I'll call Heavenly fake. I'll call Jackie boring. Honey, and Jackie said, okay, because she had already took one dig at her. She told her, listen. And I would say, you got a lack of substance. And so everybody gave. I said, See, Jackie they dealing with a different Jackie. Jackie ain't that same Jackie that it used to be. Jackie will get with your ass. And then Jackie turned around, baby. When we come back from the commercial break, Jackie then had to apologize. I said, you didn't have to apologize, Jackie. You said what you said. You said what you said. And if you want to stomp on some French fries, you go have at it with your white heels. Period. She deserved it. She deserved it because she was being a bitch, and she deserved it. But Jackie apologized, and Jackie fashion. Well, I'm sorry, because they told her, oh, Jackie, too much. And her face was cracked. See, but when you get bold enough to start going around the room, you must be ready for some pushback. You must be. I know, because I'm a room. When I go around the room, when I get to a point where I got these people and got on my nerves, to the point where I feel like giving, and you, trust me when I tell you, I'm ready for pushback. And when the pushback come, baby, I'm gonna light it up. Ain't no way you call yourself gonna go around the room and then when somebody give you some pushback, no. People, get ready. You want to talk shit? You better be ready to talk some shit. And let's go. You wasn't ready. You thought Jackie was just going to suck that shit up and take it on the wrist, and she didn't. And I wouldn't apologize at all. Moving right on. So then Toya going to usher in. Again, she carrying. She done goes and tells Sweet Tea, will you tell her she hurt you? And you want an apology? Talk about Sweet Tea and Heavenly, because everybody knows it's the elephant in the room, because baby, they battling full time. They giving, and they've been quiet and they really been avoiding each other. Everybody know it's the hot button. So she's telling, will you go ahead and tell her? And so Sweet Tea, stupid Sweet Tea, I feel like she owed me an apology. Okay, here we go. Okay. So Heavenly goes and she says, listen, I apologize. This, that, thing, and the other. And then I'm like, okay. So then it was, well, it ain't. No, that she apologized. It's not sincere. So you really don't want the apology. So why are you asking for an apology? What you really want is the beef. You want the beef with her, just say it. It's actually okay to say, I don't like this bitch, and I'm happy sitting in this beef. Y'all ain't got to be happy sitting in the beef, but I'm cool sitting in the beef with this hoe. It really is okay to say that. But they pushing for y'all normal makeup and hug. There is no hug to be had. Because then both of them said terrible things about the other. Both. She'd accuse her husband of cheating. She'd call her husband a pedophile. Just terrible shit that it really is hard to come back from. So we can literally sit in the beef. It just kind of is what it is. But it's like, okay, I apologize. Oh, well, it's not necessary. It's not sincere. So I don't know what else you want from it. Don't matter what Heavenly say. You ain't actually going to be happy with it because you're pissed. Because you're pissed. And pissism is okay. It's all right to sit and piss them. Even if you ain't no drunk. Because drunks just sit and piss. But it's all right to be pissed. Just don't pick unless you're ready. And they pick. When she said something about Heavenly, you must be lonely or something like, see, that's just adding to the shit. And Heavenly's like, saying her stuff. I'm like, here we go. So that now they just right back there and threw some more jabs at each other. And y'all could have let them kept on avoiding each other. Really. But y'all always trying to fix something. So then, Sweet Tea, you swinging that quad. But then we'll see you again, and you'll be swearing that quad didn't do something to you. Quad, by this time, when her and Heavenly got going real good, here come Quad and Phaedra late. They come twirling in. And this half we're talking about, I ain't never been so glad to see Quad. She good for something. Taking swings. Now, when she swing back at you, we don't want to hear no crying because you want to listen. It is what it is. I understand. You still feel a kind of way about your wife-in-law. You living in her dust, staying in her old house and laying with her old man and all that, and you still taking swings at her. I get it. You so happy that she got somebody. I get you picking. But don't cry at pick people and then cry. It's because it's going to be up. Y'all going to get it. Y'all going to get at it. It's going to happen. So whatever, girl. Anyhow, that's the other thing with Sweet Tea. I don't like that crying because Sweet Tea be picking and she be saying whatever she want to say. She really did. It don't matter at this point. It don't matter who started what and how it all started because you could have left the group. You know what I mean? Because was they nice to her? No. They were real shady to her. Now, let's just be honest. They were shady to her when she came in. They were shady, but you keep coming back. You know that you don't really like them, and they don't really like you, and you're back. So prepare for battle. It is what it is. And then she be throwing them little digs up. I'm here to bring the youthfulness to the group. Okay, so when you say stuff like that, now you're offending all of them because that's that ageism thing. Young people love to do that. But I didn't mean you meant everything bad that you said. You giving yourself an up because I'm young. And the worker is, yeah, you're young, but you ain't got nothing for none of these ladies in this cast. Not a one. Not a one. Each lady in this cast for Sweet Tea got to be hashtag goals. And as a matter of fact, we know they are because you were at home watching and you finagled your way and grabbed one of their throwaways and then brought yourself on the show. So you don't really have any reads for these ladies. None of them. Young Chippy. How do you have a read for me when you're playing in my old clothes? How do you have a read for me when you slurping on a man that I threw in the garbage, straw and all? You ain't got no read for me, youngie. Child, young people, y'all better watch yourself, honey. Watch yourself when you be throwing that old read around. There is no read on me when you living in what I let go of. Can't live in my past and talk shit to me in the present time. You got me messed up. Anyway, moving right along. Quad, you throwing jabs too. We caught it when you said, They said something about Quad's asking them them little shorts, her and Phaedra. And she said, cupcake, pound cake, pancake. I said, oh, the shade, honey. Because she was talking about sweet tea. She's talking about sweet tea because sweet tea got no ass at all. No ass at all. No ass at all. And them shorts look terrible on her. I don't like them one little pair of shorts she had. They look terrible. I said, look at her looking like she looked like a white woman from the back. I said, oh, they was up high. They was mommy jeans, cut off mommy jeans. I was like, not good. So let's go on over to the bonfire. They had this little bonfire. They talked about this photo shoot that's they were going to do the next day. Here go Toya throwing her jabs. Oh, yeah, I wanted me a group of Beyonce rejects so I could recreate a Beyonce shoot. So everybody's Beyonce rejects. Okay, that wasn't all that nice. But okay, no problem. And I'm going to get to that in a second about you and your photo shoot and all the Beyonce rejects. We're going to touch on it just a little bit because the actual photo shoot is actually in the next episode. But we were leading to, they were getting dressed at the end of this. But before that, over at the bonfire that evening, Contessa tried Quad's throat, baby. I said, woo, Contessa. Because now Quad wants to play peacemaker. She's given, Contessa, they're all sitting out there. The only ones that left was Jackie and Simone left and went over to Simone's spot because the smoke from the bonfire was making them choke and stuff. And listen, anyway, sitting out there, coyotes and that. And they kept mentioning alligators. Baby, I wouldn't be sitting nowhere in no dark around that place. I wouldn't be in that place. Okay, I'm just telling you what God loved. That old horse ride and shit. I'm doing that. Petting zoo, I ain't petting shit. Okay, call me bougie, call me whatever. I don't do all that old outdoorsy stuff. I ain't into that. Now the outfit, baby, I do love spurs and fringe and all that good stuff, silver and buckles and all the hardware. I love all that. The fashion piece of the cowgirl cowboy experience. I love the fashion piece. I love how y'all get down. I love what y'all are known for fashion wise. But baby, y'all lifestyle, baby, I'm not stepping in no mud. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. Now the boys, I even like the boys after they step in the mud and all that. That's cute. There's this little one of them little clips somebody did from Beyonce's little song, Bucking, Bucking, Bucking. Whoa, listen, there's this little fella that was on there, baby, with his little shirt off and his little jeans on, and he had his little stuff, and it was giving very Texas, baby, he in the mud, and he was bucking, baby, he was bucking. You hear me? I was like, oh, I like that. I can't walk over there to the mud to get him, though, but when he come up out the mud, I'll have him. Run me that. I'll have him when he come up out of there, baby. But I can't even walk over there to the mud to get you. That just ain't me. It really ain't. But I love the fashion of that whole, country life. I love it. I do. I love the look, but I just can't. I ain't playing with them animals and stuff. I ain't got time for it. So no, I'm not going to be outside in no bonfire, in no dark, where things is looking at me and I can't see it. That's all you need is because once you see a pair of shiny eyes at night, it's already too late. It's already too late. When you see the shiny eyes, baby, they done zeroed in on your black ass. I ain't got time for it. Moving on. So the girls is out there. I'm just talking today, ain't I? Anyway, the girls is out there. This is gonna be one of them damn reviews that's damn longer than the damn show. Anyway. The girls out there, so elephant in the room, Heavenly and Contessa. Quad's going, y'all need to talk, this, that, and the other. Y'all got 10 years together, this, that. And they basically, listen, they were saying what I said earlier. Baby, listen, if the friendship is over, let it be over. And Quad's like, but that's not good. Like, y'all been friends for 10 years. 10 years gotta mean something. It means something to me, this, that, and the other. And I was here. I hear what Quad is saying, and I could see the hurt in the two of them. Contessa, I think, is more or less keeping it going. Contessa's mad. Contessa's still mad. Heavenly is irritated with the whole fact of how it all went down and how Contessa got so mad. But Heavenly, you did speak openly and freely about things that you probably shouldn't have. You kind of betrayed her trust publicly. And yes, some of the stuff was said, but some of the stuff you don't want to hear from your friend. Sometimes you just want your friend to just listen. And I think that was a valuable lesson. I think Heavenly learned that lesson, that sometimes people just want your ear. Sometimes they just want your ear. They don't want to hear your opinion of it or any of that. And they definitely don't want you repeating it like you old Panasonic tape recorder, you know? And that's kind of what you did. So I think there were lessons that were actually learned, but it's screwed up. And the thing is, Contessa, one, is using it as a storyline, and she actually is really still mad. But baby, when she told Quad, she's like, baby, you got other fish to fry. So are all your stuff with Simone means something to you? I said, oh, baby, she came for your throat, baby, gave you mind your business. I said, oh. Quad got it. She caught it. And she's like, Tessa. I was like, girl, it didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing. She had already checked you, boo. She had already checked you. And then she stood in it. I was like, okay. I was like, damn. All right. So they separate out, and then Quad and Heavenly end up sitting there talking. And when Quad was dead on, well, she said, neither one of y'all tough. Neither one of y'all are tough, and y'all need to stop. And you can see Heavenly holding back tears, talking about it. You know, she's just like, it is what it is. Heavenly don't want to give in to Contessa. She really don't. She don't want to give in to Contessa. But she really does miss. She misses Contessa's friendship. And yeah. That was a mess. That was a mess. But you could see the tears in welling up in Heavenly's eyes. I was like, okay, all right. Now let's go here and talk about Simone and Sweet Tea. Simone and Sweet Tea had a little talk about the whole Heavenly and Sweet Tea thing. And Simone was very much honest. Very honest and upfront with Sweet Tea. And I don't care how anybody takes it. Simone basically told her flat out, girl, you let it be known, girl, you can't beat her. You can't beat her. You're never going to outshade Heavenly. You're not. You're not. And that's what she said. She said, you know, Sweet Tea is always meeting Heavenly with that old raunchy, nasty attitude. And Heavenly will match her attitude, and Sweet Tea can't take it. And that's actually the truth. That's actually the truth. When it comes to the word, now listen, Sweet Tea might grab Dr. Heavenly and beat Dr. Heavenly's ass, because that's where your use might actually work in for you. If they let you get your hands on her and you just beat her ass, girl, you got it. You got it, girl. It's going to cost you. Oh, it'll cost you, because you ain't got funds like that. But if you willing to go to court, girl, whoop her ass. But when it comes to matching wits, you can't whoop her, baby. You can't. You ain't got enough to fool with Dr. Heavenly. You just don't. Dr. Heavenly's mouth is something vicious. It's something vicious, and she will take you there. She'll take you there, and you ain't built for that. So what she was saying was absolutely right. But now what do you do with that? See, I don't know about that. I'm not one that, I've never had that situation where I run into a person where I feel like I can't match wits with them, because, you know, I'll tongue wrestle with whoever want to tongue wrestle, baby. What? So I can't even imagine what that's like. Like, do you get to a point where you just let that person talk shit to you, or do you avoid that? I don't know what you really do with that. I mean, because I think as far as this situation goes, if Sweet Tea don't say nothing to Dr. Heavenly will just go on around and don't really talk to her, and that'll be that. But in another situation, what do you really do with that when you got a person who's real quick with their mouth and you know you can't match wits with them? The only thing you can do is beat their ass. And you know you can't do that when you get grown. You know, when you were younger, when you were a little teenager, you beat somebody's ass and that be that. But you know, when you grown, baby, you got things to lose, they take them. You beat their ass and they take it. And then still talk shit to you when they see you. So I don't know where you actually go with that. I don't know. Anyway, but Simone put things into perspective, baby. You can't fool with her. You can't win. You can't. Anyway, Jackie and Heavenly sit down, and Jackie gave Heavenly some really, really stern stuff. And Heavenly, you was on one. You were on one. Oh, it was always one-sided, and she was always talking her stuff, and it was stuff to shut. All of that. You was on one. And Dr. Jackie gave you, no ma'am. I don't know who you think you're talking to. I don't know who you think you're talking to. She reminded Heavenly, baby, it wasn't no one-sided relationship. You on some bullshit. You loved hanging out with Contessa. And then, you know, old Shady Bravo, honey, they showing the pictures of when they was having fun. But yeah, you done got so in that space, Dr. Heavenly, that you was tripping. You was tripping. And it's different when it really is that, because there is relationships like that where somebody has done all the talking and they're so narcissistic that you like, you know, that's you like your friend, you let your friend be your friend. But that wasn't you and Contessa. That wasn't you and Contessa. Y'all shared things with each other, and you just then got so in your space and such in battle mode, baby, you was lying. It wasn't no one-sided relationship. Y'all were friends. Same thing with you and Quad. That's why y'all can't leave each other alone as much as y'all will violate each other, and then y'all end up coming back together because y'all were friends. Y'all were friends. So no, that wasn't true, Dr. Heavenly. And Dr. Jackie pulled your ass right on back to reality. I said, come on, Dr. Jackie. Okay, so last thing, and then I'm going to get on out of here. I told you this daggone review long as the damn show. Photo shoot clothing. So now we got Toya. Now she running around doing the most. And they just let her. They said, let Toya do Toya. She going to judge everybody's outfit. See, you know I don't play those kind of games. I don't play them kind of games. I don't. You ain't paying me for something. You ain't telling me shit. Get out of my face. But she running around. And she going to him, and she's just like, change this, change that. Quad had on a little outfit. I saw you going to run into a roadblock with Quad. What she had on wasn't nothing wrong with what she had on, but she said it's too much red. Can't you put a white top on with that? And I was like, a white top would work, but what she had on was fine. You know, what she had on was fine, but a white top would work. She just kind of went around. And the thing, when she got to Jackie, baby, Jackie let have. You hear me? Jackie was done. Jackie was done. I said, baby, Jackie is wearing y'all out on this trip with these little outfits. Jackie was done. You hear me? Done. Perfect. Shocked as hell. Simone killed it. And listen, the thing was when Toya got to her little wagon and opened that door, she said, yes, bitch. I think she was as shocked as I was that she actually got it right. I said, look at her. Look at God. Because you know Simone be way off the mark. But Simone was dead on, and them boots were everything. She had these bad black boots with the fringes on. Bad black boots. You understand me? Simone, mark it in the book, girl. Give yourself a check mark with a red ink pen. She got it right. And like I said, Toya was just as shocked as we were when that door opened up. I said, oh, yes. Yes. It was good. It was good. Contessa, straight up clown shit. Straight up clown shit. from the wig. She pulled that wig up. Toya was like, I was like, careful, Toya. You know she fight. Careful. I don't know. I was like, damn, Tessa. And I was like, look at this shit Tessa got on. A whole mess. I swear Tessa's trolling us. Some of it is, there's a taste situation there, but some of it, Tessa, I think you're trolling us. I do. I think you're trolling us a little bit. And then here's the thing. Right as the show's going off, you see Toya shooting across the grounds with what she had on. And I was like, I said, so who gonna come to your wagon? Because that shit you got on, I hope you changing. See, I know you could be a little shady, so maybe you got to change ready for when you get where y'all going. Because that shit was suspect you had on. I was like, you spent all that time with everybody else. Baby, listen, here's the thing. I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave. Charity begins at home and then spreads abroad, Toya. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Sure will.